Come on, man. Come on now, dog.
Now I will never be your hater, I'm your biggest fan. I hope it falls into place just how you planned it. Life could put you in a pickle, just make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber died trying. You see the thumbnail. More importantly, you saw the clip. Shoulders, chest, pants, shoes. This lady, she did not like Boosie at all, right? It wasn't Boosie in the car, but I'm just saying. But anybody who's listening, they know what I'm talking about. But this is titled "The Culture We Don't Talk About," and for me, so my algorithm, the 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 black people and white people who pop up, that like to disrespect Black America. It's the Black culture. It's the culture's different, and it's like, okay, cool. It's the culture we don't talk about. See, we don't. That has a word. It's called Karen, right? But people don't respond and say, "But that's their culture," and then people will be, "I'm offended," and it's like, I mean, that's normal though. That's normal American culture. You can't, they had a young woman who was like a FedEx or Amazon driver talking about she couldn't deliver packages in Illinois because, and they had to tell her it was a sundown town, so you're black, so you can't deliver there because they might kill you. But it's but we're not supposed to say, but it's their culture that you can't even work on a job without somebody trying to murder you. And just the town going, oh, who knew? It was a brother that was a truck driver that got killed basically the same way. But we're not supposed to go, that's their culture, right? I saw the story of a young man. These people weren't white, but this young black kid in California who basically got jumped by some Hispanic kids because he was like, it was a pretty much predominantly Hispanic school. So they jumped the kid. It had a butcher knife. They tried to stab him with the butcher knife. I think he beat up one of the guys and, just got away. Who did they arrest? The black kid. And we're not supposed to say, well, it's their culture. We're not supposed to say the culture of being able to believe you can just, kill people and kids can't have a fair fight and they jump kids and try to kill kids. And if the kid's black that defends himself, he's supposed to go to jail because the culture says that you should have just laid down your life, buddy. Oh, we're not supposed to say that. You get what I'm saying? Because, people can make the argument about, black people do this, black people do that. I get it. The most violent cities in America are predominantly black. And the cities that have the most drug problems are predominantly not black. But, they say, but that means we can do drugs and not commit crimes. I never knew a drug culture that didn't commit crimes. I just never knew one. Sorry, it was crime. It's the culture to say, hey man, criminality when criminality is this color, it's criminality. When criminality is this color, it's just people being people. It's like, oh, okay. They're all good people. It's we don't say it's the culture. When we got, people with these men who have these homoerotic fantasies of black men, and they always, hey man, let me see what he working with. He about to pee, right? He about to pull it up. You saw that with the clip with Jerry Jones and Jamie Foxx. Jerry Jones, man, he's got the meat on him. So it's like, but we're not supposed to go. It's their culture. That's not supposed to pop up, right? It's just not supposed to pop up. you know, we have like this guy. He's in his neighborhood, or you have people going in stores and they're trying to buy clothes or food, and you have the people that come try to be all up in your space over your shoulder. Can Let me see you. Let me see your debit card or your credit card. I'm trying to see if that's you. Does the name say Jaquarius or something? Because how could you be able to afford water and fruits and vegetables? You know, uh, his transaction went through. It can't be real. But we're not supposed to say that's your culture, right? Or what are you doing in this neighborhood? I live here. What's your address? Warehouse. What time do you come here? I'm on the HOA. I need to know where your keys are. We're not supposed to say that's people's culture, right? That's not what we're supposed to do, right? We're not. It's just not supposed to happen. Y'all on social media, sleeping with animals, and it just be regular old stories. My wife was, she was banging our mastiff, and mastiff died, and she has an eye on this little baby horse now. Hmm. That's a real story, though. But we're not supposed to say culture, right? We're not supposed to do that. You know, you black guys, you're out here shooting up the block. Okay. Um, just so like starting these fake businesses and defrauding people out of millions of dollars on a regular basis. We're not supposed to go, that's your culture. It's like, oh, well, he did his time. He did his 18 months for stealing $50 million and he paid $5 million in restitution. Oh, it's another 10 guys doing the same thing. But we're not supposed to say it's their culture. He's not a criminal. He didn't kill anybody. Yeah, he killed a lot of people. He definitely killed a lot of people. How could he have done that? Maybe some of those people are older. Maybe some of those people are sick. Maybe that was the money for their medical insurance and medical bills. I'm just for the record, but we're not supposed to. But it's okay. He bought an Audemars Piguet watch with it and a Ferrari, and we're not supposed to say that's people's culture. Like they'll do that to people just for a car and a watch. Like, but it's the blacks. See, we don't talk about the other culture, right? You know, the idea that let's fly out of America to these other countries, and I don't know, go to Asia to buy lady boys. But we're not supposed to say that's the culture. It's like we don't do that. Yeah, you do. Go to other foreign countries to sleep with teenagers and preteens, but or to fight the locals or to spit on them and disrespect them. And I got more money than you. We're not supposed to say that. Even though when you talk to people abroad, they don't like Americans, predominantly white Americans with this, but they don't like, let's just say, white Americans when they travel because of the crazy stuff they do in all of these cities and states, but they got a passport and they're an American. So we're not going to go, oh, but that's their culture. We're going to sweep that under the rug. Sweep it under the rug. Saw the video of the guy, the inmate that just got killed by a room full of cops, and you know, they're all on camera. You see their faces. It's obvious they murdered the guy, but people don't say it's their culture. And then people have here's the police brutality argument, and well, black people kill black people and black on black crime. So let's just. But another one got killed on camera, and these guys get to go home and drink a beer and then celebrate. They might get a promotion in a couple of years. Jim, you remember the nigger that we killed on the table that was strapped in handcuffs, and we beat him to death, and the world just did, and the whole America said, it's normal. Nigga, we're not supposed to say it's your culture. We're not supposed to say that. And everybody co-signed it. And one of the guys, he works for C-SPAN now. He every time there's a police brutality thing, he pops up. Hi, I'm Jim, the white guy that dealt the final blow to the black guy that killed him. That was an inmate. And now I'm an analyst and I'm a consultant for the news article to say, hey, this guy got killed. He was on it. You should have known. He was breathing in a car. That was his. How are we supposed to know? They shot him. the officer was well within his rights. But we're not supposed to say culture. And the judge goes, and the jury goes, shucks. We're not supposed to go, culture, right? We're not supposed to do that. It's a very intriguing thing, But and here's the interesting thing. The vast majority of the stuff I talked about just in this video, it's actual real life. Just like you have the things that it's their culture in real life. This is real life stuff that has had a historical pattern to it that has been going on for sometimes decades, sometimes centuries. But we're not supposed to go culture. Interesting. Just an interesting point of view. That's all I'm saying. Tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna tell you that.